Hey YouTube, this is McFool17 again with another review, this time for inFamous for PlayStation 3. inFamous, developed by Sucker Punch Studios. I believe this is the first game they made since the Sly Cooper series on the PlayStation 2. In this game, you play as Cole McGrath, ordinary guy who, all of a sudden one day when there's a big explosion that happens in his hometown of Empire City, everyone dies within a 6-block radius except for him, and for whatever reason he wakes up with electrical superpowers. And from there it turns into an open world superhero game, and your powers develop. There's branching paths where you can be good or evil, and the story is just revolving around how you find out why the explosion happened and how you got your powers. Start off, I guess, the development of the powers is pretty cool. They give you, a decent variety. You get experience for completing the missions, and they power up or add something to the powers. Bigger blast radius with the shock grenade, for instance, or also with certain powers you can split them into good or evil upgrades. So for, like, if you decide to make a good upgrade on the shock grenade, it just gives it a bigger blast radius, and if you decided to get the evil upgrade, it splits into like 5 or 6 different mini grenades that causes more destruction. The graphics, I guess, are pretty good. This is a game from 2009, so they stand up fairly well. My only problem, I guess, in that kind of department is some of the animations are a little bouncy. It just seems like he bobs up and down a lot while running around and stuff. And the platforming, I guess, is pretty good. Still a little bouncy, but I didn't have any real problems with it. Grinding across, power lines and stuff is still insanely fun. I guess as far as the platforming stuff goes, the closest thing I can compare it to is kind of Crackdown. If you like jumping from rooftop to rooftop in that game, then you'll love it here. As far as the story goes, the main hero, Cole McGrath, it's kind of hard for me to find him particularly likable. Just like whoever the voice actor is, it's a very gravelly voice. He kind of, I don't know, maybe not exactly, but to me he kind of sounds almost like Rorschach, the guy who played Rorschach in the Watchmen movie. But he certainly sounds like a badass, while not necessarily a good guy. But as far as the storyline goes, you just kind of progress through basically kind of almost like fetch quest sequences, which can be somewhat entertaining but somewhat not. It's really just get to this point, either pick this up and return it, or get to this point, kill all the guys in the area, and then you're done. The side quests get kind of repetitive. That basically sums up the side quests. The main story missions have a slightly more variety to them, but as you can see in the gameplay footage, the sheer level of destructibility of just blowing cars up and stuff makes just destroying stuff really fun. The way the story progresses, you go through 3 districts of Empire City. It's split up into that, and there's like 3 different gangs in each one. You basically do a bunch of missions wearing down the gang in each district, and then that culminates in a boss fight. And that's kind of the setup that goes through. And then there's, the story's pretty good. I didn't see entirely what was coming by the end, but it's not predictable, but it's not exactly awe-inspiring either. Overall, very good game. If you really want a number rating on it, I give it an 8 out of 10. If you are a fan of superheroes, open world games, this is pretty much a must-have for PlayStation 3, especially since this is pretty cheap now, I think. I just recently got my PS3 and this came packaged in, so I don't really know the price, but pick it up if you're interested. Thanks.